Hey everybody, how's it going? Doing a quick video. Can't throw a rock without hitting a Royals fan here in Kansas City. Seems like everybody's got their signs up at the businesses, and everybody's buying shirts and stuff because they're going to go to the World Series. And I'm not a sports fan. I won't say that I detest sports or anything. I'm not one of those people that ever wanted to really follow a team or anything. It just wasn't a big thing in my household growing up, and it's one of those deals where I just never really, I rooted for the Chiefs for a while in my teens and high school and stuff because all your friends root for them and stuff, but it's like I felt like I would get mad sometimes when they would lose, and I don't know, that was part of my personality that I really didn't like, getting upset, especially over something that I had no control over, whether a sports team won or lost. And so, I've always liked the fact that I live in a town that has multiple sports teams. But I like that they're there, but I don't really follow them. If you follow me. So, I don't know. Everybody was real excited. I haven't been following it. Following it as much as they show it on the news, especially since they've been in the after postseason. That's what it's called, the after season. And so, it's all good. I don't have any problem with anybody that wants to. My old roommate was a huge sports fan. All he watched was Sports Channel and stuff when he was home, and it just, it's one of those things that I fell out of it even more now because I'm not in direct contact with somebody like that anymore, so I don't, get secondhand knowledge, so anyway, part of the thing that I was gonna say, though, based off of that, was another time when I had to change, or didn't have to, but decided to change something about myself. Was I used to get pissed off when I would competitively play video games against other people. It's just one of those things that, I don't know, I felt like when I lost that, there had to be a reason, this person couldn't just be better than me, one of those kind of deals. And I would get mad. I wasn't unsportsmanlike in the fact that I would be like, hey man, I don't want to play you anymore or anything like that. But sometimes, like, I remember playing my cousin at Street Fighter 2 on the Genesis and being like, he kept taking E Honda and doing the hand slap thing, and I was pretty good at Street Fighter, but not awesome, and I couldn't break through that. And he would just take that character and do that same move over and over, because you can kind of creep forward with it, unlike Chun-Li, who I think's stuck in a spot when she's doing that 1,000 leg kick or whatever. And it was just like, I was like, you can't take that character anymore. I made that character off limits. I'm like, if you want to play with me, that's fine, but you can't take that character, and I'm not going to take him either, but you can't take him, But to be fair, he's my younger cousin, not a lot younger, but, when you take a character like that away, he might not know, another character. I go, you can take the girl, and he really didn't want to take the girl, Chun-Li, but I was like, she's got the same kind of thing, but it's like a kick. I said, that guy's just not fair, because he can, kind of creep forward and backward with that hand slap thing. And I know there's a way to break through it. I've never been a huge Street Fighter 2 aficionado. I never tried to get really good at it. So, that doesn't really have anything to do with what I was going to say. What I was going to say is I used to get really upset or mad about video games, and I would, throw the controller or hit I used to punch myself in the leg. I used to, I never punched a wall or anything, but I would hit the bed or whatever I was sitting on, the couch, and it was one of those deals where I actively was like, this is ridiculous. If this is causing you this much stress, you got problems. I was just kind of like, and nowadays it's a little easier because you can just save the game usually if you're frustrated or stuck in a spot and just kind of walk away from it and come right back to that spot a little bit later. But old games, you couldn't even shut them off. You couldn't even save them or anything, and you just had to keep playing it if you were pissed, even because you couldn't shut the system off. Or you'd lose all your progress and you'd have to start at the beginning again. And it was just one of those deals where, I don't know, I eventually kind of in my 20s, I let up a little bit on how much video gaming I was doing and buying. But I was still in the generation, I had a PlayStation, I had a PlayStation 2, but I never collected multiple systems after I had the Super Nintendo and the Genesis at the same time, but after that, I never collected multiple systems per generation. It started getting too expensive to really do it after the 16-bit generation. So, anyway, I did eventually break myself of that behavior, and I think a lot of it is I don't competitively play against people so much anymore, and I'm like, so when I do, it's just fun and goofing around, and it's not really that serious, and I just don't take it that serious, and I try my hardest, but if I lose, I'm just like, oh well, and I just have a good time, and I'm like, he beat me, no big deal. So, yeah, I just wondered if you ever got that upset that you made rules with the people you play with, or you made certain characters off limits, or wouldn't play against certain people competitively, or whether you used to get upset with a game, period, competitively or not, and just, hit the wall, throw the controller. I had my buddy threw his Nintendo controller at the Nintendo and broke that little door off the front of his because he threw it so hard. Things like that. And it seemed like it used to be more prevalent, but maybe people just don't talk about it anymore. So, anyway, I'll talk to y'all later, and have a good day, and we'll see you next video. Bye.